All right, hello everyone. This is Ayana, your life coach. Okay, I think I'm finally live now. Hello everyone. This is Ayana, your life coach and soft skills coach. Hello and happy Sunday to you all. I hope that you're getting ready to go into your week feeling good and inspired. And if you're in the United States, hopefully you have some rest this weekend. And for those of you who are working, sending all the love. Okay, I hope you get some downtime at some point. Make space for it. In today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about Tina Turner. But before we do that, I just want to say that I'm very excited. I am working on my next Udemy course coming in the next couple of days. It's going to be all about communication skills. Okay, so stay tuned because it's going to be very, very amazing. I'm so excited about this course, so stay tuned for that. I also have another thing going on. Typically, I only do one video a week, but I've been so inspired by Tina Turner that I wanted to do a second video to talk a little bit more about abuse and kind of some of the misconceptions that we get wrong about that. So you're going to be hearing a lot from me this week. Okay. Hopefully that's a good thing and not like, why is she in my timeline and feed and why is she on my YouTube so much? Okay. So this week's quote is from Tina Turner because her passing is really sad for me. Tina Turner is a legend, icon. We know for those of us who know Tina Turner, we know her significance is just legendary, um, unmatched, unparalleled musical talent. But she also went through a lot as a woman, and she's extremely inspirational as a human being. And she had this quote that I thought was very powerful, where she talked about the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Powerful stuff. Okay, so, on this channel, we talk a lot about working on our mindset so that we can have success, so we can go after the goals that we want, so we can achieve them. But one of the things that she's talking about here is huge. It's important to dream. So if you believe in the power of your dreams, you are more likely to go after them. But, we might understand this quote logically, but what we miss is all that it involves, right? That is a much harder thing than we think it is. When we're kids, we have dreaming in spades, right? It's easy to dream when you're a kid. You dream about being a cowboy, astronaut, firefighter, police officer. For some of us, you dream about being a scientist. I mean, you dream about doing so many different things, right? You dream about maybe doing 50 things. Maybe you're a princess, scientist, action hero, whatever it is, right? But as we get older and life starts to hit us and responsibilities start to hit us, it can kind of dampen a lot of our dreams. And one of the things that I've actually found over the years that I have worked with hundreds of people, coaching them one-on-one, over the years that I've spent, speaking to people about these issues, speaking to thousands of people at this point about life and soft skills, is that our dreams are one of the first things to go after we've lived life as an adult, and after things start to crash down on us. Now, for some of us, that might have started sooner, right? Our childhoods might not have been rosy, right? But there comes a point in life which we are hit with obstacles, in which we are hit with trauma. And Tina Turner had that in spades, right? A lot of that was very public. And I can't even imagine having to go through what she went through, but a lot of that being in the public face and on the public stage and with public scrutiny. And so when we get some trauma, it can knock the dreaming right out of us. We can feel as though any type of dreaming or daydreaming about goals or our dreams are just naive and stupid. But what she's actually saying here is extremely powerful. And there's a lot of research that's backing exactly that up now. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams, who believe in the possibility of their dreams. And one of the things that helped me, a lot of people have asked me, well, like, how's it that you're able to start a business, and how's it that you're able to, accomplish these goals and lose 50 pounds and keep it off, and et cetera, right? And I'll say this, first of all, it took years to get to those points. But the big thing that shifted was I had to give myself permission to dream again. I had to give myself permission to visualize what my future could look like. When I was 50 pounds heavier than I am today and got healthy and now exercise on a regular basis and actually enjoy it and enjoy eating healthy and feel energized. I didn't feel that way for most of my life. But what got me to change it was that I started to visualize how much fun and joyful life could be with my kids if I had energy to keep up with them. Right? I started to get excited about this dream of going on hikes in cool places and traveling the world and being able to keep up with them. Right? That was my dream. I had dreams of being older and aging gracefully and feeling, being one of those badass people who's like active and fit as they're getting older. And same thing when it came to my business, right? My business has had ups and downs just like everything else, right? But my ups and downs have always been linked to my own belief or lack of belief in myself and my dreams. Every time I start to sway in my dream, my business would suffer. And so what I started doing, what I started recognizing was that when I gave myself permission to dream and to do it before I set up any goal for myself, to write down what I want my dreams to be, to allow myself to imagine that. Some people visualize, some people do vision boards, but just making your dreams come to life, it gets you excited about your dreams and you're more likely to take action about things that you are excited about. Okay? We will go the extra mile for things that gives us joy all the time, right? We love it. So it's the same thing when our goals light us up. Not just that they are something that we have to check off the to-do list. And Tina Turner got that. And she says that that's part of why she was as successful as she was. So it is, really being able to reconnect to joy. Why are you going after the things that you're going after in your business? Why are you going after those goals that you have in your job, in your workplace, in your personal life? Why is it that you're going after those things? Is it just because you feel like you have to? Or you think you have to? Or is it because it's a gift that you're giving yourself? Is it because it lights you up and brings you joy? So when you reconnect to that dream, it reconnects you to your success and it'll help you stick to your goals in a much easier way. Okay? And if you're like, hey, Ayana, all of this is well and good, but I don't really know how to do that, don't worry, I got you covered. I have, I have 3 or 4 courses that are published right now on Udemy and other sites that I'm getting ready to put them on. And one of them is all about goal setting. Okay? It's all about this process. There is a section of that course that is dedicated to this process. So I'll put a link for that in the description. You can check that out if that's something that interests you. Because we all deserve this. We all deserve to dream. And I'm so glad that Tina Turner, in addition to the many legacies she's leaving behind, that this is another powerful and important one. You deserve to dream. So how will you take dreaming into the next steps and the next chapters of your life? Okay? And then you will see me a few times this week with my new course dropping about communication skills, and also another video kind of talking about, another thing dedicated to Tina Turner, lessons that we're learning about abuse, misconceptions around abuse. All right? So I hope you all have a wonderful week. All right? You deserve it. Take care.